Hello, my name is Jason.
And my name is Liam.
And there's also a kid named Ben, but he wasn't here. He gave us the engines for the working doors and stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is our MOC for L1f Studios MOC contest. It has about 10,000 pieces in it, well over 200 minifigures, and took us about a month worth of time. A lot of sleepovers, if you didn't know. Anyway, let's get right into this MOC. It was pretty intense, I guess. It took a good amount of time. Luckily, it was the summer, so we didn't have any school. But lots of hours were put into this over the period of 1 month. And it was just a lot of fun to build. I really enjoyed it. This is the first MOC we've ever built. The first time we ever bought parts, which we barely used any of. A lot of the parts we get are just from sets. So yeah, this was a really fun experience, and let's get right into showing exactly how we made the MOC and what we did, and the fun little details like the figurines and the working doors and all that jazz. So yeah. Alrighty, this MOC takes place on a Republic fuel planet that the Separatists invaded. Now the Republic needs this planet for fuel, so they sent in the 212th to try to retake the planet. But the 212th were almost immediately overwhelmed by the forces the droid had at this planet. Alrighty, so here we have the Republic gunship with an injured soldier on it from the airborne and an officer. Now this officer is overseeing the evacuation of the airborne soldiers. And we have 2 Phase 2 pilots in the hatch, which I really like the helmets. We ordered these off of Clone Army Customs, which is where we got a lot of the weapons and the custom figures from. The gunship is elevated by using some of the clear studs and bricks, because it is taking off at the moment. Over here we have 2 custom ATRTs with the Clone Army Customs ATRT drivers. These ATRTs were repurposed from the turbo tank sets, but to fit the 212th. Over on the landing pad we have little positions with mortars and cannons that the airborne members are occupying to try to defend the rest of the airborne soldiers that are evacuating. As you can see, there are some soldiers abandoning their posts, because just like real military in Star Wars, there were soldiers that would abandon their posts. Here we have a commando battle droid squad that are coming here to try to stop as many clone troopers from evacuating as possible. Here we have Ahsoka and a squad of 212th Riot Shield men who are pushing forward to try to stop the oncoming threat of super battle droids from marching across the river. But more to that side after we finish this side. Over here we have a destroyed tank and another hover tank that the Republic has still operational. Here we have the big centerpiece, which is the ATTE that is getting shot at and is getting blown off the side, and a clone gunner that is getting flung out of his position. Here we have a squad of clone troopers that are using holograms to communicate with Commander Cody over there. Now their purpose is to blow up the bridge and stop as many droids from marching across the bridge as possible. As you can see, there's one guy with a detonator, and the bomb is over here. Boyle and Waxer are leading this push onto the bridge, and have taken out a lot of the droids marching across. Now, this bridge is a shield bridge, or whatever the proper wordage for it is. Now, the cool thing about shield bridges is that they can be turned on and off. And that is one of the things we wanted to display in this. Most MOCs don't have an on and off feature, which we sort of cheated around that because you really can't make it go on and off because, you know, there's no shields in real life, not let alone Lego. But what we did is we made a centerpiece out of walls and clear items. So it can just be flung in and out like this to display it being on and make it look like it's off. There's a Corporate Alliance tank droid marching across along with super battle droids and another one on its way. Here we have the little mining droid, which is how this planet would make its fuel, with these mining droids collecting lava from the river. Now, marching over here, we have the relay station, which I completely forgot about. Now, the relay station connects with the satellite up here, which, because the planet is so hot, they have to enclose the satellite so that it doesn't burn all the wiring and the relay systems. It opens up like this and spins around. It is mainly controlled from this little tent here. Now, Over here we have the Super Battle Droids marching across the lava river, along with a Stap and a Droideka. There's also a little sniping position up here, with a clone down here who is throwing his grenade to try to take out that position. There's one of the Yupata droids up on top, sniping clones. Now, coming over here, we have the second Commando Droid squad, which is making its way around too. And a Droideka on the ground rolling towards it. Another sniping position is here, though he doesn't really have the best of aim. It's more of a defending position. Here we have a droid tank, which was trying to fire at the gunship over there, but is being immediately stopped by Obi-Wan and two jetpack clones. The Commando Droid is being flung out of his position with Obi-Wan's force abilities. Now, here we have a Stap that is coming out of the hangar for inside the mountain, which we will show after we take off the mountain top. And here's another little sniping position that the droids are using. Over here we have a little pillbox, which defends the entrance to the base. Okay, now we're going to take off the roof, and we'll show you the inside. Alrighty, so for the roof, over here, we have the cannon that was shooting the AATTE. And we also have a squad of jetpack droids and some assassin droids that are providing support for the ongoing battle down here. We also have two more Yupata droids up here. Now, the roof comes off rather differently than you would expect. It is in a sense one big piece, but it disconnects like this. Right here we have just a normal base plate, and it slides out like this, using a connecting piece, as you can see here. We're going to put this down over in the corner. Now, this next section is a little bit more tricky, but it's still good. As you can see, we take off these two top vehicles, and put these away over here. And now, this part can easily be taken off by just using studs. Now, showing the inside of the base, you can see a lot of what's going on. Here we have a squad of droids in the main hangar, along with some crates and other stuff. Now they're marching out to the ongoing battle. Here we have one of the coolest features, which is the Stap hangar. Now basically this is a hangar for the Staps and the pilot droids to get on. It utilizes a system where the Staps are locked in with their wings and just slides back and forth. So here, you can see one coming out. Now to get it back in, you would take these wings and just lock them inside here. As you can see, there's a 1 block tall area for them. Inside here, we have a little place for droids. This guy is manning the sliding door here, which as you can see, opens and closes. It is not motorized, it just utilizes sliding. Here we have a hologram table, which is a really cool design that I did not create myself. I saw it in a video, I believe by Watermelon Studios. Now, down here we have by far the coolest feature, which is the automated door. So as you can see, I turn on this engine down here, and I flick this lever, and the door opens and closes. And now it can go back too. Here we have the last little area, which is hidden behind the door, a sniping position for a droid. Now over here we have some security droids guarding the entrance to the main command center, which in here has the pillbox and a little droid manning this table, along with all the droids controlling the functions of the base. And here we have the two leaders, a tactical droid and Newt Gunray. Right here is a holographic table. Now, this can be removed to reveal the last section, which is just a droid on another holographic table and an empty space, and another cool feature which is a sliding door that reveals droidekas that can be rolled out of this little droideka hangar. We would just like to end off this MOC by saying thank you so much, L1f2brick Studios, for doing this MOC. It was amazing. And thank you for your amazing content. I follow you on Instagram, and it's just awesome to see all the little stuff you post. And I hope that you reach 9,000 subscribers on YouTube soon, which I'm sure you will in a matter of days. Alrighty. So, we'd just like to also say thank you to our dear friend Ben for lending us the engines, because without his contribution, this MOC would not have been possible for the doors. And also, thank you Clone Army Customs for your amazing contributions with mortars and weapons and figures. Without your website, we wouldn't have been able to buy all this stuff and make this as detailed as it is. Alrighty, thank you for watching this mock, and good luck to everyone, and we'll see you after September 9th to see who won.